Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a little sort of unboxing today of a new release from Hammer Films. It's not actually released on the Hammer Films label though. This one's been released by Studio Canal, but it is a Hammer Film production, and it's the new release of Blood on the Mummy's Tomb. Blood from the Mummy's Tomb, which has just got released in one of their sort of limited collector's edition. I do have two of their limited editions, which I adore. I got the Scars of Dracula, didn't I, and the Horror of Frankenstein. They seem to be in competition almost with Hammer themselves. Hammer have been releasing a lot of back catalogue, but they've been releasing sort of obscure films like Stolen Face and films like Spaceways, which are not particularly brilliant films. So I'm not going to invest my money into stuff that I don't particularly. I'm not someone that will just collect it because it's got the word Hammer on it. It has to be a film that I enjoy. I didn't like every film Hammer put out, so why would I want to own that film? So I will get the ones that I do like, and I do have a couple, hopefully more of these on the way, because I do like these editions from Studio Canal. They're really nice. I actually preferred these over the Hammer ones. I thought the Hammer ones were a number of reasons. One, I think they've been a little bit overproduced with a bit too much stuff in it, just so they can charge you a lot more money. Whereas a lot of the Hammer ones are sort of like 60 odd pound. You know, this one is like 30, 35. So it's half the price, but still for an amazing product. But we won't waste any time. Let's have an unboxing and a deep down look at the Blood from the Mummy's Tomb. So here it is, guys. Here is the new release from Studio Canal, which just come out this week here in the beginning of April. And it is Blood from the Mummy's Tomb, which is a classic sort of Hammer film, one of their mummy films. They've made a number of mummy films, The Mummy, the Mummy Shroud, all kinds of different ones. I do have a couple of their mummy films, but I don't own this one. So this is one reason why I picked it up, because I know it's going to be a classic Hammer sort of gothic kind of film. So I thought I'll pick it up, and I know it stars the wonderful Andrew Keir, who I really like. So this is their release. They do come in these sort of hard boxes, which are really, really nice. And the J cards on these are actually like a big sort of built in to the actual case, and they are so much better. They're so cool, really, really cool. So this is a 15 certification, and this is a 4K release. And it does say, I'll give you a little reading of the back. It says, at the moment, archaeologist Julian Fuchs, played by Andrew Keir, sorry guys, itchy eye, and his expedition team discover a tomb of the evil ancient Egyptian queen Tera, who is played by Valerie Leon. She's been in a number of films of Hammer. His daughter Margaret, also played by Valerie Leon, is born exactly in Tera's image, so his daughter looks like her. And years later, Corbeck, played by James Villiers, wishes to resurrect Tera and use her immense power for his own need, for his own ends. With Margaret's help, they hunt down the relics required to perform the occult ceremony in which Tera's soul and his being sojourning in the identical body of Margaret will be transferred to her preserved corpse. So I think he's planning on using Margaret's living sort of like soul and being to resurrect Tera. So this is a new special features. It does have a group of special features on here. It has a new Valerie Leon inside the Mummy's Tomb, which will be an interview. New That's a Wrap, Kim Newman explores Blood on the Mummy's Tomb. Audio commentary from audio film historian Steve Haberman. The Pharaoh's Curse, Inside Blood on the Mummy's Tomb. An interview with Valerie Leon and Christopher Wicken. Interview with sound recordist Tony Dwar. Interview with camera operative Neil Binney. It has TV, radio spots, black and white lobby cards, etc., and lobby card gallery, and it has the trailers. 15 certification as strong injury and violence. This is region 3. It's region A, B, and C. So let's not waste time. Let's open it and see the contents. So now we know what's on it, and we know a little bit about the film. So they found the tomb of this Queen Tira, and the archaeologist's daughter is the spitting image of her. And one of the other expedition want to raise her from the dead, but use the guy's daughter as a tool, if you like, to raise her. Let's take off the nice clean film there. It's lovely imagery on the front. This is going to be a new commission sort of artwork. Really, really nice. And it's directed by Seth Holt. Don't think I own anything by Seth Holt. I'm not sure what else he's done, but it's really lovely. Like I said, it's actually built on the back, and it's like shiny compared to the rest of the back. It's really nice, really well done. So we'll take out the content, hardback box. So this will be the movies. So we'll look at those first. Oh, as always, with these sort of new ones. So you get 2 discs. You do get it on Blu-ray, and you get it on 4K with some images behind it, which is really nice. The reverse artwork has just some sort of like almost like carvings of sphinxes. So it comes with that. It comes with posters. I don't know if we're going to get the full poster in here, but that is the new commissioned artwork poster. Really nice. I tell you what, it smells lovely. So you got that poster, which is really nice, and I believe you have a second poster, which is probably going to be more of the original theatrical poster, which again is very, very nice. There we have Valerie there playing the 2 roles of that. Blood from the Mummy's Tomb. EMI Film Production Limited presents a Hammer production. Very cool. So we've got 2 lovely posters, and it comes with a booklet, a wonderful booklet, softback, but still nice. We'll have a look through the booklet together. So you got a list there of the cast. I will review this on my channel. It Lives Again, revisiting Blood from the Mummy's Tomb by Paul Farrell. It's like an essay with some images from the film. Lengthy essay, very cool. Ambiguities from the Mummy's Tomb by David Huckball, another essay with more images from the film. Gory image there. There will be some gore in this film. It is a 15 certification. There's Valerie. She was a beautiful woman. Born as we spoke her name. Gender control and an agency in Blood from the Mummy's Tomb, which is another essay by Peter Riley, or Raleigh. Some more gruesome imagery. Fantastic booklet though. And here we have the press kit and the biographies, where we talk about some of the cast of the film, telling you what other films they've been in. I love Andrew Kerr, fantastic. He was in The Quatermass and The Pit. That's what I remember him from, and he was also from Dracula, Prince of Darkness. There's James Villiers. Very, very cool. He was in the film The Nanny, which I really like as well. Mark Edwards, George Clarisse. There's no picture of him, and there's Valerie Leon. She was in Carry On Camping, Carry On Again Doctor. So she was in a few Carry On films. Rosalie Crutchley. Again, I've seen her in something as well. It might have been Creatures That the World Forgot, something like that. Hugh Burden. So there's a lot of discussions and a lot of information going on here. There's some great pictures from the film. These are like little write-ups and little essays about certain things, making of the film, about ladies starring in film, the producer and the director, about them. And I believe it will just end with the director takes his cue and hammered. So there's a few little essays in there, and that's the end of the book. So that's what you get in this collection for, like, I think it's about £34, something like that. So it's not bad value. You got the film on 4K and Blu-ray, so it's going to be an amazing print because the others looked stunning. You've got a nice big booklet with loads of essays and information about the film and photographs. You've got two posters, the original artwork and the new commissioned artwork. So you get quite a bit for your buck, to be honest. So there we are. That is a closer look at The Blood from the Mummy's Tomb, released by Studio Canal. So it's a lovely little release, really, from them. I mean, it's on par with the other two. They're really, really cool. What would I change on this release? I'd probably add a few art cards, just to top it up just that little bit more. Like I say, £35 for one movie is still quite a bit of money. A lot of people would expect to pay that for a box set of movies, you know. But you have to remember it is 4K. So yeah, personally, I would like that. And if it comes at the expense of maybe removing the Blu-ray, then make it so, as long as the special features are carried over onto the 4K disc. But it's still an amazing release, really cool, and it will sit lovely with my other ones. I'm more interested in collecting these than I am the Hammer ones, just because they're doing more sort of classic titles, but obscure classic titles, if you know, not the massive titles that we all expect to know. And there's loads I would love to see these do. Now, I would love them to do The Nanny, which was a great film, and I'd love to see them do Frankenstein Created Woman. That's never got a Blu-ray release. That went just from DVD. That would be fantastic for them to do that. And even the other Frankenstein one I really like. Again, I don't think it's actually got a Blu-ray release here. It might be Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed, something like that. But anyway, that is the new release of Blood from the Mummy's Tomb. Massive shout out to my lads. See you soon, guys.